style over substance. Attitude is everything. Live on the edge. These are the only 3 rules that guide our future. A future inspired by the work of Hosan Gonzalez, bound by Mike Pondsmith's cyberpunk law. A dark future cast in a neon glow, where corporations through nuclear fire have destroyed the known world, save for a few mega metropolises. The tales you are about to witness are built around the heart of one such city. Robo City 16, where the machine rules through a mechanized iron fist. The promise of prosperity through logic and sedation has stagnated the progress of the people. However, what the logic of the machine will never conclude, but the will of a few may, is it's time for change. It's time to rage. For good or ill, the chosen few are those you witness before me. Let's meet the members of the now notorious Mortal Code.
I don't know where we started off, or who we started off with last time. So
I think it was Remy.
All right, let's Netra, take it away.
I'm Luna, and I play Netra, who is an up-and-coming streamer who hangs out with the Mortal Code. I wear a headset that's outfitted with cameras that allows me to hack into tech, as well as stream an encrypted POV video to the deep stream, which is actually the stream that you are watching currently. So let me know if you think you have a good idea for us to implement in our game tonight. Like, if you have a cool idea for a virus that I should leave behind in a system that I'm hacking, yeah, just put it in the chat and I shall relay it to the group. Or play it out.
I am Enzer, and I play Tink, a crazy old guy, the newest member of the Mortal Code. I am a techie, not to be confused with a fixer, but I do like to fix meat and metal. That's pretty much it.
Oh, it's me. Welcome, everybody. I am Remy the Ever-Living. I play Astraea Magnetar, a nomad extraordinaire. I can drive anything. Right now, you can't see the clothes I'm wearing. They're pretty amazing and flashy, though. And right now, I have more of a desert punk look to me. So, if you've ever seen that, you'll know it's a brown cape and like a face mask for the desert. My shotgun out, and we're ready to go.
Hiding the Luma threads beneath. All right, thank you, characters, for introducing yourselves. We have a few announcements to get to before we get into the meat and potatoes of this stream. Potatoes. Also, let us know if the audio is all right or if there's any discrepancies between any of the audio or the mix of music. Again, we want to make this as great an experience for you as we can. Speaking of which, we are very sorry for not streaming the Acheron stream on Friday. The power went out for our entire town for quite a while after the stream went down. Very appropriately timed, 7 minutes in. Thankfully, we didn't lose much, and so you can look forward to our Acheron stream tomorrow. Provided the power doesn't go out. And they never notify us, so it could happen even tonight.
Don't jinx us.
Knock on wood.
No!
And just a little bit more information on Acheron. It's developed by Dark World Studios. They just successfully funded their Kickstarter, so you can look forward to Acheron, a grim 1930s era grim punk Lovecraftian style role-playing game where you must sacrifice your humanity to fight against the evils of the world. Yes? Did you have something you wanted to...
No.
Oh, okay. If you are interested more in Acheron, you can visit darkworldstudios.net, or you can visit their Kickstarter under Acheron on Kickstarter. They do have a beta live if you want to dive into their system. It's really cool. We're enjoying it, and if you want to see it live, you can head on over to our YouTube channel at SASAPUNKS to check out the previous 2 episodes that we recorded to catch up for tomorrow's Fright Fest. I am also wearing a virtual reality headset, the Oculus Quest. I do have a Quest 2, but I'm waiting for an appropriate skin to skin it with. This is for two purposes. One is to accentuate my own DMing abilities. I have a HUD in front of me that nobody but I can see. So I have my notes. I have the stream up to my left, notes in front of me, ancillary notes and supporting notes and functions to the right. And I can also see the players to some degree as well. So I can pretty much accommodate everything with this headset. And as well as to draw you in and immerse you more into the world, as in Hosan Gonzalez's world, most everybody wears a virtual reality headset. It is like having a phone, except on your face. And last, but certainly the most awkward, is we have the illustrious, the illuserstrious losers joining us. And that is Luna and Enzer together make Loser. And they are the hosts of the Loser Club, Luzer Club, from Mondays through Wednesdays from 5 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. They stream Red Dead Redemption, No Man's Sky, and what's the newest?
Ark?
And Ark. Hopefully that'll be up and running next week. Okay, so
also we Luna here posted the Kickstarter for Acheron in the chats.
Okay.
Should you want to check that out?
And you can also find them on Twitch under the Loser Club, Luzer, club spelt normally, to catch all their wacky, awkward cosplaying-ness. And without further ado, is there anything else? All right. Wait.
I said no.
Okay. When last we left the punks of the Mortal Code, they had finally broken through the other side of the 200-kilometer-long Rad Storm. That's around 1,200 miles for you uncultured Americans out there. It was... anyway,
You included.
Yeah, we don't know that.
It was at this moment that Astraea's parents, Tetra and Infini, leaders of the Nomadic Tribe called the Quasars, let them know that after their next stop at some potentially lucrative metal ruins, they may be parting ways to trade far to the north from the Mortal Code's final destination. But first, rest, relaxation, and the promise of a great haul from the depths of a fallen celestial object. The Quasars made camp around the ruins of this massive, broken, and melted metal tower. This tower looks to have fallen from the sky some time ago. The time to ransack came earlier than expected when some ramen noodles were stolen from their camp in the middle of the night. The crumbs leading inside the twisting corridors of the structure. As our party of players and Quasars follow the trail of hard, broken noodles down the ancient metal hallways, they found a partially opened bulkhead with a security panel that Netra hacked into. What she experienced in the cyberscape of the security system was unexpected, to say the least. 19 years of another life, a life with a mother and father on a peaceful vineyard. It took 19 years in this make-believe world for her to catch on and break free of the system. We pick up now as the bulkhead doors slide open after a successful, relatively hacking of it, and reveal a large hangar of sorts. The bag of mostly eaten ramen noodles lies in the middle of the chamber with rats nibbling at what's left. When Astraea looked in the direction of this chamber with her infrared sight, she saw that it was consumed by orange coloration. Whatever was inside was emanating heat across the entire hangar bay and beyond. No one has taken a step inside yet. Before we get right into it, I need to remind, or just let Netra know, I'm not sure if I did it last episode, but how you feel about that 19 years of life is like waking up from a dream. You remember mostly emotions and some vague images, but you don't remember, every single year.
I like to believe that she rolled a natural one to realize she's in a simulation.
Is that to explain how she was in there for 19 years?
Comedically, yes.
Ooh, this is so nice. With just to give a better description of where they are at inside of this metal object, they entered through this broken sort of metal, I guess, jagged scar in the side of the downed celestial metal object, passed through a few corridors on the outside, and found a corridor, a branching corridor, with a few different, what seemed to be sealed suits inside. Most were destroyed and burned from whatever catastrophe hit this structure. They are now in the outside corridor, where Netra used her ghost ability to essentially send out a hologram of her person to safely hack into a doorway beyond, where the ramen noodles were leading through. So they are still about, let's say, 20 feet away from this opening. Nobody can see inside but Netra's hologram, and Astraea can see just the sort of heat signatures of what lies beyond. So, you guys also have 3 of the Quasars with you. Infini, with his articulating sort of shield that he took from his vehicle and sort of strapped to his back, so he has protection. He's taking up the front. Tink is right behind him, followed by Netra, and Harley. Just picture her as a cyberpunk dark-skinned Harley Quinn who wants to make a name for herself. Followed by Tabernacle, crazy, picture just Junkrat from Overwatch, if you're familiar with that person. So like wily, sort of like blonde hair, sort of like crouched down, different devices like hooked inside of bandoliers around him, and he's carrying a satchel of what are called lightning sticks, which are just like javelins, pretty much. Astraea's behind him, and that's everybody here. So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna say, I'm getting a bad reading from in that room. And Infini, you got a cool shield. You should probably check it out. I'll be right behind you.
What kind of bad reading are you talking about? Oi, what you doing there, staring like a lame duck for?
Wait, hold on.
Right then, this is Tabernacle. This is what his voice was, Tabernacle. All right. He goes, oi, what you staring at that door like a lame duck for? Afraid of some rats?
I probably would say, like, those aren't just rats in there. There's something is putting a lot of heat off. Like,
you know what? I think you're our guy to go in.
Can't make a name for yourself if you stop at the first door, Harley says.
yeah, go. You can go ahead.
You know what? Fine. I'm gonna hold my nail gun and flamethrower up front, and I'm like, step aside, and I'm gonna slowly walk in there with both pointed.
I ain't gonna let you take all the glory here. I'm right next to you.
As Tabernacle sort of like waddles his way shoulder to shoulder with you.
So I have my flamethrower up with that little flame. As soon as I clear past the gathering of people and enter into this room, I'm gonna shoot a little burst, but I'm like, I'm just gonna see what's out there. Don't be alarmed, just me. And I'm just gonna go and shoot out a little bit of flame from the flamethrower.
Just to brighten up the room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you stepping in, or are you just like behind the door?
No, I'm stepping in.
Okay. I'm sorry. So you are you stepping in while you're using your flamethrower, or
I
are
have
you
both
using
hands in
flamethrower?
front.
Okay.
Flamethrower nail gun. I'm walking into the room, And a few steps in, as soon as I walk enough past everybody so that my flames aren't a hazard to anybody else, I'll shoot off the flamethrower a little bit just to illuminate the room. See if there's any immediate threats, or really just trying to get a quick perception check. A little cheeky perception check.
Okay. You do feel this wash of heat even as you're walking up to the open bulkhead doors. Tabernacle right next to you on your right side, as both of you sort of take one step and two steps. You hear movement, large movement, come directly from your right. As this massive fist slams into you. Like, this fist from this large, maybe 14-foot high, bulbous, misproportioned mutant just slams into you. Give me a dexterity saving throw. And his other arm grabs Tabernacle.
Tabernacle?
That's actually how I originally wanted to pronounce his name, but I read it inside of the headset as I was saying it at first.
Tabernacle.
So...
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle. Just picks up Tabernacle.
You can't go back now.
Yeah.
We know him
You've
as
been saying
Tabernacle.
Yeah.
You can call him Tabernacle. He might like that.
Tabernacle.
Like a cyberpunk Hachi guy.
14.
14?
Yep.
Okay. You take half of... you take 20 points of damage.
I take half of that?
Half. No, that is half. And it's a physical move. So as soon as you take a step and you pull on the trigger of your flamethrower, you just get slammed from the side. And luckily some of the flames highlighted this like large object, and you heard him just like nobody actually checked inside of the room first. You just stepped in and then saw. So like you weren't like, I'm gonna listen or anything like that. Lesson for the future, perhaps. But as you take 2 steps in, you are like punched across the room. You slide about 10 meters and hit the left side wall as your flamethrower arm flies like your left shoulder. As you hit the wall, it arcs inside of an opening of like an open bulkhead, and your left arm, like as you look down, it's just this ruined, what seems like elevator shaft or this opening that falls down incredibly far into blackness. And Tabernacle is the big guy, picks him up with his other arm. Tabernacle, whatever. At this point, I think we can bring out the map. If
there's a map.
Yeah.
Where is the map?
Well, that's where is it? I'll grab it.
No, I've got it.
Oh.
Can we do the map cam?
Look at that map. It's wood. That's what it is.
Okay, maybe a little too early for the map cam.
It's zoomed in.
This is exactly, we're right here.
Ooh, look at this. Look at this.
Whoa.
We got tiles.
It looks like a puzzle.
Sci-fi theme.
Sci-fi puzzle.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna get closer.
What are we made of money or something now?
Okay.
That just looks so weird.
Hold on, I'll get a few.
It's got a yellow tint to it.
Yeah, I don't know why that camera is like so warm. It's very odd.
This is making me lose my. Okay, there we go.
I think is there more, or is that just it?
Yeah, there's got. Well, I don't know actually.
Or I guess we just know that's the only part we know of, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what this is, how this will do. So this is where you guys.
There's a thing in her hand, like a
Actually, no.
notepad. or
This
something.
this indicates a bulkhead that is unopened.
We can't see that.
Oh, okay. So I mean, that's
I can move it.
pull it a little farther out. This represents a door that is opened. get your characters, please, if you have them.
Oh.
Where do I put them? Are we over here or
Look at
here?
this.
Oh my god.
That's good enough. You can see the token.
Sure.
You can see the edges of the
Okay,
token.
so this is the hangar. This is the terminal that you hacked, Netra.
Okay.
So this is the door that you came in. The eyes represent open doors. These that are not eyes,
Like those thin
like
red,
screen
the thin
sharing.
red ones. Move that one in a little bit. No, just the icon or the. There you go.
So this door and this door represent doors that are bulkheads that are shut. The eyes represent bulkheads that are open, and you guys are coming from this direction. So,
And I got hit to the left.
Tink, you got slammed.
Move it in a little bit.
Okay, well, I mean that's just not. Can we pull the camera out a little bit? Like I don't know. I'd rather not sacrifice like the space of the actual battle map. There
Okay.
we go. Much better. Okay, so Netra, you are at the. You guys are actually far back here.
I thought they were at the bulkhead.
Did everybody walk up with you? Because I thought you just said that you walked in front.
I did
Yeah, but
not
I thought
go
we all
into the
kind of
room.
congregated towards the entrance.
I
you
was
know?
planning on sending my ghost form in, but peeking in. I'm not going in like
That would have been a good move.
stepping through. But I can't actually attack or anything through her. Plus, I was confident in your skill.
You are brave.
Don't worry, I got a game plan.
Does it involve your death? What are you at?
Seen this one before, but
Oh god, my paper's taking so much damage.
Oh, you're not
The
bad.
eraser is wearing through.
I will say I did make sure that we brought Vitolith with us, so he can heal on the go this time,
this is Tabernacle being picked up.
not just back at the car like we usually do, because we forget him.
that camera?
This is
Can't-
is Harley.
It adds a level of heat.
Netra, and then Infini is coming next. Sorry, this is taking so long. I guess Infini
I guess
will be
that's like he has.
the more armored guy. Yeah, okay. Clearly, maps are at least one of our more obvious weaker links.
That's not that important. They can see it.
Can they?
Yeah.
And you just see Tabernacle get raised up by this huge mutant with this bulbous head, this large gaping mouth, and food. And you hear, "Don't eat them yet. They still gotta marminate." As you hear, from up in the ceiling. You don't know where that voice is coming from specifically, as the ceiling is like a bunch of exposed cabling and wires and panels are have fallen down. And again, this room is very hot, so everybody give me initiative right now, please.
Don't mind if I do.
And you notice that you got punched by a metal fist.
Whose
Somebody-
phone is that?
You got punched by a metal fist that is just what seems like a metal like fist that's connected to a meaty arm. The other hand, the biological hand is picking up Tabernacle. So go ahead and give me a. Sorry, what did you guys get for initiative?
I got a 19.
And I need to write this will be 4.
It was a natural 10.
Yeah, it was a natural 10.
Why am I rolling a d20? Okay, 4. That's Infini. 7. That's Harley. The mutants. Pardon me?
What do you use to roll in the headset?
Just good Google Dice Roller. It's simple. Sorry, so Tink, you got a natural 10?
No, Netra did. But I got a natural 9. I got 17 total.
Okay. Astraea?
13.
Okay. Sorry, just writing down all of the everybody in this order, which there are many. Oh, Tabernacle, I didn't. Okay. Netra, you are first up.
No. I'm sending my ghost form to the front. What do you call it? Door.
Okay. But you do know that your ghost form is not like invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's peeking through to see, or to basically look at that giant troll thing.
Okay. Again, that raises about 14 feet, hunched over. It's like even bending at the knees, and it almost seems like this hunched over cretinous form is its natural sort of posture. As like the bulkheads, even just looking around, like nothing could really support something, an entity this large, like naturally. Also, it's probably just a cretin mutant in general.
Is it
What are you trying to look
100%
for?
natural, or is it? Because I mean, the figurine looks like it's robotic, but I don't know.
That's just a placeholder figurine. It would be larger than that too. So go ahead and give me a perception check then, or investigation if you so desire.
It looks pretty mutated, and he said it's got a metal hand that clocked me. Barely.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Lucky he hit me when he did.
There is no investigation.
Sorry, perception then.
14.
Okay. This thing looks barely intelligent. It looks like it would eat tabernacle without any hesitation, save for like whatever marminate means. You do hear scurrying in the rafters above, and the metal arm that punched to the 14. Yeah, and you do just notice that this guy doesn't have any like weapons on him, like no guns or anything. It doesn't seem like there's tech on him besides just like it honestly just looks like a blunt fist that's like on his connected to his forearm. It's pretty much a stump. So yeah.
Can I try and hack it? Or like send out a feeler to see if that's like a cybernetic limb?
I would say
it's just a covering.
It's very obvious that he has no like cybernetic components in it. This is purely a mechanical device.
I see.
But you may be traumatized and maybe not want to access one of the terminals, but there is still a ping from the terminal. From
the one that I just hacked? Mm-hmm. Oh boy. I'll try it again.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have access to it now. It's pretty much like when you were diving in and initially connecting to it,
Yeah.
that's when some shenanigery happened
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to check what that ping
in discovery
is.
mode. Okay. Yeah, as you connect to it, it's like the mechanisms for the door, and then there is almost like a mag lock for the ground and even some of the walls.
What's a maglock?
So imagine if you're in space
Mhm.
and there's no actual gravity. This is a way to sort of like connect magnetic objects to the ground via boots or you haven't played Dead Space. So
I get it though.
yeah,
Okay.
it's like I have metal on my shoes and now I can
Face
walk.
Off.
I'm sorry, what?
The
Yeah,
prisoners
that's
at the
true.
prison wear those
I forgot
boots
about that.
are magnetized.
Yeah,
We
so
should watch
there we
Face
go.
Off.
But you do know that this could cause havoc with, like, if you pull down to the ground, it's got like two modes. Like one is push, or one is pull, one is push. They're just like the two different levels of or kinds of magnification. Either way, like the weapons that you guys are holding could be affected. So, or anything else that you have that's magnetic on you.
Can I turn that on like by room, or is it just like an on and off switch?
It's on by room.
Oh, okay. Can I yell out to Tink as a bonus action?
You're
No. I already did it.
well, I'd say perception. I'd say you can yell as a free action, like you're just saying something, so long as it's quick.
If you get out of there, I can maybe turn on the mag lock. Lock his fist.
Help! Help now!
Okay. That's it.
Okay. That's so you just wait. Your turn is over. What is that? It's it.
That's it. Oh, that's my turn, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
No, I can't flip it if you're in there.
Just flip it.
You've got a like a metallic mechanism on your back, so you'll be a sitting
locked.
duck. But I mean, look. Hey, don't take strategic advice from me. You're up next, by the way.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly look. So you said I've slammed up against the bulkhead on the left side,
Yes.
and that there's a elevator shaft next to me
You can.
that's
you,
open.
You can spend a bonus action seeing what's down that elevator.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's literally
quickly
just-
like look over, look up and down and just see.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Quick.
I'd say, okay, if you're not trying to waste any like move on this, it is clearly not an elevator shaft upon like even an initial inspection. It looks like the walls are. It looks like numerous different layers of thick metal plating that just descends into nothing, and it's all ruined. It's like a flame storm went up and down this and like melted most of it. Like as you look, it's just like a long distance into blackness.
So it's just,
and
it's just a
metal ruins,
shaft,
pretty much.
and it's been rendered
Yeah.
inoperable. Okay. All right. Does it look hazardous otherwise though? Like that looks like what basically it looks destroyed, but it's still a shaft that I could like go to if need be. Like
You have your loom clothes.
Go to? You mean like
get in? Yeah. Hide.
you'd be holding yourself? There's some cabling that's actually coming up from below, that's like arcing over the edge onto the platform into the cargo bay that you are in, but there's no
I'm gonna-
like platform for you to get on down there.
As soon as I heard the other thing above us, that's why I looked in the shaft. Do I see anything to attach my harness to, like with my carabiner?
Yeah, I mean there are like everywhere along all of the hallways and doors. There is a metal bar at various different, like there's a metal bar up high, metal bar up low.
Okay, cool. Then I'll use my movement and or action to try and scale this, and I will be moving slow. I think there is a D&D rule that says like if you take time to
Cyberpunk rule.
Cyberpunk rule. If you take time to ensure that it is successful, you'll get a bonus of some sort. So I'm looking for a bonus because I'm an old man and I don't scale things well. But I will make sure, and I'll even use my action to do this, to move like slowly. You know, I just got knocked. I'm not gonna.
So you're just like dazed. Like you see this what turns out to be safety in your perception compared to that giant thing in there, and you just hook a carabiner on and just like slide over the edge, but like carefully.
Not to go down. I'm trying to go up. So like if I have double vision now, I'm waiting until like everything kind of like subsides or like things line up, and I'm like, okay, boom.
There's only one. Like it doesn't actually ascend very high. There's only one level up. It mainly goes very far down.
Okay, but I heard something above us, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
So I'm gonna regardless of what is possible, I'm going to try to go out.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Natural 10.
Adrenaline was just punched into you, and so you use up your entire action just like carabiner, and you like pull yourself up, and there is another bulkhead door that's like, it looks like a maintenance shaft rather than a bulkhead like full-fledged door that's about a few feet high. You wanted to do something?
I'm just gonna be yelling as I'm doing this. But I'll be yelling this to the group. Help! Somebody help! And then I'm gonna be like looking at Tabernacle, knowing that I can't help him, and then start climbing.
Okay. Okay, you make it to the top, and there is like you see into the top portion. It's like sticking your head through one of those like an office. Yeah, exactly. Through the paneling
and the rafters.
Yeah, and so your turn is over, and as you sort of like stick your head up, you hear, "At your service!" as a baseball bat comes, just like scraping across. As you see this small little super, it's like imagine a mini-me version of the big guy. He's got this bulbous head and neck. Like a small mutant. One arm is really tiny, another arm is very large, and it holds just this bat on it. And the bat says in like with red lettering Johnny on the side, and just smacks you across the face. Well, I'll see. I'll have to roll for it.
He doesn't yell, "Here is Johnny."
A natural 8. I'll use that next time. You can roll an opposing.
I will.
Melee check for this, and it'd be.
That's a natural one.
It's very fitting for an old man.
Okay then, straight to damage.
Man.
You take 7 points of direct damage to your health. Just, but you get smacked off, like your hands leave as your carabiners are still stuck on, and they get yanked taut as you just like you pretty much just bat it away, and then you slam back on in the same place.
I'm gonna stay there, being slammed away.
Okay, well then you're now swinging back into the entrance. You're just like into the main entrance.
No, I mean I would my legs would be, like positioned on the wall, but my like torso and everything would be back.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, next up is that was the little guy, followed by Astraea.
I guess everybody's still around me. In front of me, I guess, and to the door and everything. Tabernacle's right there.
Yeah. Tabernacle is being like held.
Yeah, he's being held up by the guy. Like, it's just inside the door, or like where is that?
Just inside, just around. Like you hear all of this happening. You hear and like Tabernacle like, get off me, you rotty little bastard.
So if I just go to the door, I could see Tabernacle and this thing fighting.
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to go to the door entrance and actually. What did I get? Yeah, I'm just going to. I guess I'm just going to take my shotgun and try and fire at that thing's arm that's holding Tabernacle. Hopefully, just try not to hit him, but yeah.
Using your shotgun, a spread.
Fine, I'll use my very heavy
weapon.
pistol then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack. At this distance, you literally just need to roll above a 15.
What do I do? I use marksmanship?
Reflex plus marksmanship plus 1d10.
No. 18.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Notes.
If you roll above a certain threshold, then he'll be released. But if it's below a certain threshold, then it just won't do enough damage to harm it.
Yeah. 1, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10.
That too is cocked. You're just going to take a cocked roll.
Fine. So that's 5. Oh, okay, that's like, what, 12? 13?
8 plus
13?
5, 13. Yeah, 13. Okay, so it sinks into the meat of his forearm, and you just see a pinky go up. But otherwise, Tabernacle is securely in his grip still.
I tried Tabernacle.
Now he's using the proper eating technique.
So that was you still have a bonus action.
I guess I would just like to just kind of, since we're already seen, I'm just gonna flap over my cape and turn the freaking Lumina flash. So it's like, oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, like, yep. Yeah, we're here. Okay, boom.
What are you doing?
Okay. Since stealth is no longer a thing, as you guys have been revealed, Astraea just sort of like throws open her duster cloak, and her Luma threads are just being very vibrant right now for the reveal.
So you're flashing.
Yeah.
That's my daughter.
As you just hear, "Oh, shiny!" As you see, just swinging from one of the cables, this like just another big-armed like little guy with what seems to be like just bent metal around its it's like it's like grabbing a piece that it found somewhere, like a handle or something, with like exposed bolts, and it's just swinging down like Tarzan, and it's gonna go and try and punch you in the face.
You should be blinded.
Go ahead and roll dexterity plus brawling plus 1d10.
Dexterity plus brawling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 18?
Okay, as this fist comes and you're in all of your glory, it goes, "Ah!" As it sort of like brings its arm up to guard its eyes from the flash from your threads.
I flash.
And you just grab it as it's swinging towards you and throw it into the room that you're currently in. And I don't have any like Cretinous looking dude.
Little guys. But they're
Is that a
super small.
ball of shit?
Like a goblin or something weird. I have no idea what it is. It's a tiny dude.
Wow. Yeah, sure.
There's another.
This is more like toddler size as opposed to Baby Yoda size, is what this mutant is. But wow, and that is a borrower. That is a statue of a borrower. Okay, so that was his action. Totally failed, and Infini is just going to stick his shield on him. The shield's going to extend across his shoulder and stick into the neck of the little guy as he slides the barrel of his shotgun down right into his face and just pulls the trigger. That guy's dead.
That's my daddy.
Save one for me, you bastard! As Harley, runs past Netra, you, and Infini, and runs right inside, and she runs right back inside.
Wow. Nope.
And she goes, "What the fuck is that thing? What did we get ourselves into? I didn't sign up for this. I can't make a name for myself if I'm eaten." So she doesn't do anything, and then now it's the big guy's turn, and he goes, "Too many food now," and he's just putting Tabernacle in his mouth, and Tabernacle goes, "I ain't gonna die like this. You ain't gonna take me like this."
Tabernacle doesn't get a move.
Tabernacle's not. He was the very last, and it's. I mean, there's a lot of damage that it does, but he could survive. As you hear the he gets put into the mouth all the way down to the the rib cage, and you just hear the cracking of these thick, somewhat loose, large teeth that are just bludgeoning into Tabernacle, and he's just still chomping on him. So Tabernacle's you just hear his blood is just spilling down the mouth of this mutant.
It's like Attack on Titan or the Odyssey type thing.
Yeah, pretty much very Attack on Titan-y. Attack on Mutant. Okay, so
We're all doomed. Die.
Netra, you're up now again.
I'm gonna flip the switch.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. He has a second move.
Oh, spoilers.
I
don't do that.
Well, this will potentially help you understand what might help. So Tank, you are out here, on the edge with another. We'll just use this dead mutant up on the higher level. Whatever, just gonna be with you. There two on the higher level, and with his second move, I guess he'll just chomp into
Tabernacle.
Tabernacle again.
How could you? You promised you'd never leave us.
Oh, shnikes. Okay, with the second crunch, Tabernacle's lower half falls to the ground.
Oh. He hasn't showered. Spit him out.
And you just hear from inside as a meaty portion of the back of this huge mutant just explodes out as you hear a shotgun just discharge from inside. Probably the last remaining
Knew him well.
energy that Tabernacle had.
He's got some kick to him.
Spice.
So yeah, now Netra, you are up.
So sad. How he was young, wasn't he? I don't know how old Tabernacle was.
He was mid-30s.
No. Didn't look it.
I'm
But
gonna
Was.
see that at this point. I don't care who's in that. I'm pressing the button. Activate maglock.
Okay. I'll make a strength check. And so this is to turn on the magnet for pulling towards the ground.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And this is in this chamber, so anybody outside is good. And I'll make a strength check. Actually, in plain view. You see a bunch of the cables start to get pulled down as they're sort of coated in these metal
Casings.
casings. Thank you very much. and they start to, like, some fall from the ceiling, another one falls from the ceiling, and many of these cables fall from the ceiling, but that's the majority of the effect that you see right now. You feel a tug on, like gravity just got heavier on you because you're carrying so much metal. But it doesn't affect you too much right now as you're elevated high enough. So you turned it on, you still have bonus action, and you have, like, you can open up any one of the doors as well with your current action. Or shut them if you want.
I'll open. Can I open the one that's next to Tink? Or is that not?
That one's already open.
Oh,
Tink
no, I thought
crawled
he, like,
through.
went up.
No,
Oh,
he
never mind.
crawled out of the opening and crawled up and was trying to get into the rafters.
Oh.
Tried.
Okay. I would like to open the one on the one opposite of us.
Opposite of you guys?
Yes.
Okay. As you hear, as it's running into some difficulty just due to its age, you imagine it's like the servos are grinding as it sort of pulls itself free. You see this. It's gonna take a farther perception check to actually really analyze what's in there, but you see just a green glow, and you see a few different non-geometric shapes inside. Like, you see some forms inside. You can't tell if they're plants or if they're more suits from the similar to the chamber that you're in. It's hard to tell, but there's this green hue with a bunch of different, like, silhouettes inside of a darker green hue.
Can I try and persuade Harley
You're up next, Tink.
that putting on one of these suits will save her in this room? And, like, basically I'm trying to persuade her to put on a suit and go in there to see what it does.
Okay, what do you say? And then give me a cool plus persuasion.
Harley, if you want to make a name for yourself, this is your time. It's not gonna come again. Put on one of those suits and get your ass in there. We need you.
Go ahead and roll.
What'd you say? Cool plus...
Persuasion.
Cool. 17.
Yeah, if you mean, like, making a name for myself, it's like scratching it in the side of one of the cars is like an epitaph or some shit. I'm just gonna die if I go in there. Why don't I see you putting on one of those suits? Fuck that. Fuck you.
I have to stay connected to this terminal. I can't step away from it. You're the only one who can go in there right now. Put on a damn suit.
Not doing it.
I'm gonna remember this. And she might die later on. Accidentally by my hand.
The second scuffle you two got into.
She's just, like, hanging back, both pistols in her hands, and she's just like, she looks like she's on the verge of hyperventilating. So it's like, in order to get past her fear, something more than just get in there, you know. And also, your role was, in the Cyberpunk rules, mediocre.
Can I tell her to leave and go back to camp?
I would say the next turn when an entire conversation becomes more realistic in the span of 3 seconds, actually.
Next time I'll just shotgun her in the face. I'm kidding.
I don't know if that you are, because that has happened enough times for me to take it seriously. Tink, you're up. Unless you want to use your movement.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna mutter to myself, I got a bat problem. Cause Tabard,
A
whatever
bat?
his name is, mentioned a rat problem. Anyway, how much of a tug do I feel because of the maglock? Like, am I being pulled
you just
immensely?
You just feel like no, not immensely. You just feel heavier, like a little bit heavier,
Okay, cool.
or weaker depending on how you think about it, like a little bit weaker.
I'm going to try and stabilize myself and grab my just let the flamethrower hang. Grab my nail gun and just start unloading at that little mutant guy.
Okay. You don't have to roll very high because he's definitely within the shortest distance for rolling. So go ahead and make your roll. Should be successful.
Oh,
That's cocked.
That's yep.
you got lucky.
Well,
Oh.
that one's not much better.
Real lucky.
16.
One over what you needed to get. So
Hey.
as you're wobbling your gut, is it, what do you use again?
It's a nail gun. Air
Oh,
compressor.
you're just using your
on
nose.
the
Okay.
Power pack.
Yeah, did we decide on damage for this gun, or does it already have damage?
The nail gun, according to the rules, is 3d6,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but
go ahead.
it's just super close range.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll an athletics check for this.
Nailed it! No. 8 points of damage.
With its big arm, it just sticks it in front of its face, and it just like the nails shoot into the meat of its forearm. You got toys. Oh, and it's they're up right now, and it's gonna try and crawl out and just bat you again. Actually, it's gonna. You know what? It's crawling out of the rafter into the opening that you're in, sort of like the elevator shaft. That's not an elevator shaft, onto your body, and it's just gonna try and like yank you off of the. It's literally like a mad little like. So give a strength, an opposing, actually. An opposing brawling check. So Dex plus brawling plus 1d10.
It's like that demon baby.
16.
Aaron had.
It you all of your feet get pulled off. Your body is like you lose purchase. You fall onto and get tugged by the carabiners. So you are now in the elevator like opening. With this, everybody just sees Tink drop down with this mad, like, little mutant child thing pulling at him, and the strap is, like, ripping off one of the two straps. And he's just gonna bite into you for the heck of it. Roll another opposing brawling check.
He's a mad dog. That's what he is.
It's
12.
You take 5 points of damage. Is like in between your neck, you just feel these gnarled, sharp teeth just like dig into your skin and pull a good bit of it out. All right, Astraea, you're up.
So I guess the magnets in the room, they're strong enough to like hold this guy down. Does that mean they're strong enough to like make like any metal object you throw in there like go off course a little bit, or no?
Yes.
It's like if I shot my shotgun, it would go a little lower than or would it just like straight to the floor?
I mean, I really hope no scientists. Arn is the closest thing to a scientist that we know, so he probably will know better. I don't literally know, but just for the mechanics of this game, yes, the magnetic field will be disrupting. It will be pulling anything metallic down to the ground.
Okay, so I believe what about? Well, actually, I believe I have pepper bullets. Don't I? Where is it?
Oh yeah, you do.
Yes, rubber bullets. 50. So I'm gonna take. I guess I'm just gonna take the clip out of my heavy pistol and just switch it with the rubber bullet clip and just shoot the big guy with that instead.
And I am fully aware that there are many metals that are not magnetized, but literally just to make this more entertaining, this magnetic field
Everything
affects all metals. So you're shooting rubber bullets.
Yeah, my bonus action basically is just to change out my weapons, like change out my mag, like, and then shoot the rubber bullets at him, because the metal bullets would go down, I guess.
Okay, go for it.
That is 21.
Yeah, definitely. It's good roll damage. Or after.
Wait, are they? So they're
that's
1d6 below what they should be since they're rubber bullets, or are they?
They would be two. If it's how many d6 is it normally?
46. So they'd be 2d6.
It would be 2d6. Yeah,
2d6.
they're rubber. So.
So that is that is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
That was more than my nail gun.
Tabernacle.
Okay, next up is Harley, and she's gonna hyperventilate, and so she's not using her action this time, meaning that you'll have another turn to tell her what to do. And so next up is oh nope, big guy.
I don't mean to interrupt, but don't we have more people outside the room that could be helping?
Well, yeah, but so Infini used his last turn to destroy one of the mutants. Girl, Harley is a coward, and Astraea has been doing her best to try and save people. So has Netra. So everybody's been using their turn to try and be as effective as they can.
The tabernacle died.
Astraea, the big mutant man, leans down inside of the bulkhead and reaches his hand in very quickly towards you, and
I thought he was
pushes
stuck.
you out of the way and gets grabbed in your stead.
I thought his arm was metal though.
One arm was
just
just
one.
One arm was metal, so he's just like. Rawr.
Yeah, and he's going to grab Infini up, and he's going to take a bite.
No,
Oh no.
As Infini is preparing for this, like you see him like press a button, and you see the pack on his back just like spread out to give him some coverage on his back, and the shield goes forward as he's just like tucking his body in with his and holding his shotgun out and just like unloading into his face.
Oh my gosh! Save him! I mean, shouldn't he be as soon as he gets pulled into the room? He should be pulled down as well because he has so much metal.
Actually, that's a good point. I will roll a strength check on the big boy's turn.
You just became a heavy sandwich.
Natural 8 on the strength check plus a lot. So yeah, unaffected, and then damage-wise will be halved thanks to Infini's. Wow, that's a low roll for a lot of dice. 30, so 30 halved is 15. But you do hear, again, like a shotgun go off and sparks leave the mouth of the mutant. But you imagine that it's not going to last very much longer, as like the metal you hear also bending. How much did Infini do? Wow, 20 points. Yeah, as like the back portion of this mutant's thick bulbous neck just explodes from behind him as the shotgun shells leave. I'm gonna do CP Neon. A tray. Okay, so that was big guys and infinis. I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry. The big guy
Harley or
grabbed, bit. Those are his 2 actions. Okay, so next up is it might be Netra. Yes, Netra, you're up. So you can use your bonus action to talk to Harley, or you can do anything else that you want.
So this is like a really weak magnet then?
It's meant to keep boots on the ground. It's not meant to, lock ships down. It will disrupt what's in there, but it won't, like, unless he rolls really low on a strength check, his fist as it is not going to be like dragging on the ground again, unless he rolls really low on his strength check. So it still can be effective, but
is there any way to increase the magnetism or
no? You might be able to like go deeper into the system and try and like heighten the intensity, but you do also see Tink getting kind of ripped apart and like pulled down. You're up next, Tink, by the way. Speaking of which,
So there's maglock, and then there's off, and then there's push.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip it to push.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the cables that came down don't like go up or anything. There's not any immediate difference. But the mutant stands just slightly more upright, just a little bit.
Gave him confidence.
So that's your net action. Yeah. And if you want to try and see what's in the other door, actually there's a mutant in your way. You can, as soon as he's cleared.
I'll just put on one of the suits.
Okay. In any scenario, that would never take 3 seconds, but F it. You backflip into one of the suits and just
Yay!
slide. The science these days,
Convenient.
Technology, has
Osmosis
made
Jones.
getting clothes on. You just look at it and they slither over to you and wrap themselves around you.
Wow.
Okay, and then are you closing the helmet?
Yeah, sure.
Full. Okay.
There's a helmet.
Harley's still there. Tink, you're up. Yeah, it's like picture like No Man's Sky suits, just like a kind of a
Does it have metallic boots?
thinner. Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be really interesting to walk on something that's got a reverse magnetism, near impossible actually. So
Can I float? Or like what?
you can look like a
What is
fool
this?
as your feet are like. It's literally just the bottom of the boots are metallic.
my
So it's literally like.
If you fall, you can
It's
have a
like
hard time getting up.
worse than ice because you can't actually find a purchase on the ground. Like even taking time and slowly putting your foot on the ground, it's gonna be like.
Okay.
Cool. Tink, you're up.
Noted.
If you're running like tiptoes, you'd be great.
You feel lighter now.
I didn't go in.
Much lighter.
Oh,
No, I know.
no. Okay. Talking to him. Got it.
Well, I am still hanging with a little mutant on me.
Yeah,
so-
both your arms are free. Your whole body is free. Even more than your body is free. Because one of the carabiners as well.
I'm gonna yell, "Get the fuck off me!" and I'm gonna take the nail gun wherever I can to this wherever the roll dictates, and just try to pump as many nails into this thing as possible.
Okay, go for make the roll.
Uh, 15.
You just just make it.
Sweet.
As it's like wriggling your body and wriggling on top of your body, like going from one shoulder to the other shoulder, you're like, and then it like you feel the nasty breath on your neck and sort of like even going into the open wound, and you just feel awful, and you're like, not again, and just like stick it right into his mouth. What's your damage?
It's 7.
7 points of damage. And you just feel the as you slam it through his teeth into this disgusting mouth, you just 1, 2, the grip loosens, 3, and falls down into the dropping the bat and just falling into the abyss.
I'm gonna take a moment to just sit there, like, and then I'm gonna just climb up with my movement, onto or in the rafters. That'll be it.
Okay, yeah, you find safety in the rafters. You don't sense anything immediate in the like you don't hear any movement or get smacked by a bat again. It's most of the cabling has fallen, so you can actually get a pretty clear view, but of mostly just inside of the rafters of this room, because everything sort of has to be tight. Then when cables do leave, it's like siphoned through a very specific like airtight hole.
Okay.
Astraea, you're up.
So the mutant's facing the doorway
Yes.
with Infinity in its mouth and everything. And
Yes.
I know, like, so if I step into this room, I'd feel a little bit lighter, I guess.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily. It depends on how much metal you have on you.
The tech fest. I don't know if the Luma threads would do anything really, but yeah. I'm still just gonna run up to that what do you call it, mutant thing, and try and I guess jump onto his like front and put. Would this be too much if I just try to put the Goku blade in his mouth, like when next to Infinity, and just extend it like bottom of his mouth right here, Goku like the hilt of the blades like at his teeth, open it, almost like prying his mouth open, like. Rah.
Yes. So you're gonna have to roll Dex plus Brawling plus 1d10 to see if you beat his Dex plus Brawling plus 1d10.
$23.
Natural one. So it's very distracted by the metal meaty object, the metal sandwich in its mouth right now. As you just like jump up onto its like, again, its legs are like, he's in a squatting horse stance right now. So you just jump onto the top of his leg and like grab some of the fabric of his like ripped and ancient whatever kind of clothing he's wearing. Pull yourself up and like stab it right in between the sort of like cheek and where Infini is, and try and push it down as hard as you can and activate the Goku blade. Go ahead and roll 10d6.
What? 2, 4, 6.
This is going through a large amount of its body.
Need one more d6, I guess.
Whoa.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. That's 6. That's 19, 21, and then 24.
24 points of damage.
Here's your d6 back.
Okay. Its fate is in your hands.
If it just falls, I want to like pull Infinity out and actually just grab the blade and just pull the blade out like blade's facing me, just like have it come, like his body falls off and the blade just comes back.
You like wrap Infini in your like his waist around your arm, and you just jump off and you like use Infini's weight to give you leverage to just like, and slices down through his mouth, through his esophagus, down, breaking rib into his stomach. And the blade is also spinning, so it's almost like perfectly severing him in half as you land. And as his feet, his legs separate from the crotch up, sliding onto the ground, you just see Tabernicle's head slide out, dead.
Oh, no.
Good detail.
As it
Tabernacle.
slaps
Flavor.
onto the ground.
We can fix him.
And with this, initiative is over, and the room is yours.
Check Infini and see if he's okay. Like if he's awake, if he's hurting. Yeah. Just like, Dad, I'm
I'd
okay.
say my delving days might be close to an end. Never in my life have I experienced something like this.
I'm gonna turn the
How
mag
you?
lock off.
Yeah, and the metal fist also just like drops onto the ground, and you see this cable just like leaves, zzz, as in like it was something that could be propelled, like shot out. Okay, so this guy's dead. Infini is in here, Astraea is in here, Netra, you have your suit on, and Harley is still on the outside of the door, just like staring off into space.
I'm gonna go in and take Tabernicle's shotgun.
Okay. He also
Duct
had some
tape.
lightning sticks if you wanted.
Duct tape it.
Wow,
Duct
Yeah,
that's
tape
it?
taking that.
You loot the body.
I don't have
He's-
any good weapons,
he's
and
dead.
I clearly need a good weapon. I couldn't do anything against that guy.
You also have
Or
your.
humanity.
You also have your.
Tabernacle just died.
I shed one tear.
I remember there being like a
Water's
moral
precious in the desert.
conversation with Netra last episode between Tink and Netra. You did it. I'm happy. I'm proud of you. You also have your. You've turned the Light Rider's hoverboard into a. No.
It's a cart.
Yeah, you turned something into a cart.
His
Yeah.
hoverboard.
Okay.
They didn't give it back. It's like, oh, I'm bored. Nah.
Okay. So yeah, as you all enter this chamber, it is very hot. The door on the opposite end is open. There's one door that is unopened in here. If you want to sort of look around, but like as the last body falls, like the lights in this chamber just start to like flicker and go haywire.
If I notice that the commotion has stopped, then I'll look and yell down the shaft like, "Is it over?"
It's over, old man.
Safe to come down?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Can somebody come over here? I may need some help. Getting down.
Turn the AC on in this room and then open all the doors. If there is AC in this room.
Well, I'm gonna start making my way down, and I'm gonna feel silly, thinking upon my actions to climb up there.
I'll fight them in their own territory, their own turf. I'll bring the fight to them.
Taken to the high ground. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start carabinering my way back down the shaft and then regroup. Do I gotta roll for anything?
No, you'd be fine, especially after jumping from car to car. If you want a better look at the shaft now that you have time, you can. But
Somebody else can look at the shaft. I'm done with that.
okay.
No shaft
I'm gonna walk over to where I see Tabernicle's body, and I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, what happened?
Infini just crouches down and closes Tabernicle's eyes with his hand and says,
May you race among the stars with the rest of them.
He was an inspiration.
We know he was a great man.
Do we burn it?
It's going to be okay.
I had so much to learn from him still.
We just leave him here? What do we do?
We'll burn him when we're done with the dell.
Very well.
I'm gonna walk to the opposite door, keep my distance, but try and figure out what's on the other side.
there's like a meter that's like, as you get closer, it's like going up and up and up and up and like.
No. I back up.
Okay, do you want to try and see how much you see as you
Yeah.
are walking? You can also switch away from the map at this point.
Hang on.
To switch away from the map?
No. This is just Tink talking to the group. Tabernicle died because well, I feel like I'm to blame.
Don't.
Going in there first without looking and stuff. Sending in an old man and a crazy fool. Infini,
I should have
you with the shield.
set some ground rules.
Can you get in the front
I did, but
and then maybe go in?
I thought your little cyber chick over there was tending to some things still, and then you just walked right in.
You're right. I was stupid. Let's be
Don't
smarter
worry
now.
about Tabernacle. He's where he wants to be. His days on this planet were already longer than anyone else ever thought he would make it to. He lived a fast and glorious life. The flame that burns twice as quick dies way faster than the other flames.
He had no grace.
I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt.
Twice as bright too. He put that in his eulogy.
That's what I meant. You're really good with words. Take. But we'll give him a rightful Quasar send-off.
And then you like turn around and you just see Harley like in the threshold of the door, looking, just like staring at Tabernacle's body, just like mortified.
That could be you, Harley, but you know.
It will be you.
Oh.
If you don't get your head in the game, Harley.
Are you trying to get her to stay or
Person
leave?
in the suit.
It doesn't matter to me.
Go ahead and roll an intimidation check. Is there intimidation in
She should make the call now.
There's not an intimidation.
If she should go back to
I think
camp.
it's just persuasion.
Persuasion.
There's conversation
Persuasion.
or human perception.
I'm not sure Netra's interested in empathy and human perception.
Exactly.
What should it be? Persuasion? Or
Persuasion,
what?
yeah.
I give him that's an interesting suit you got on.
$19.
Those mother fucking weird ass odd shaped humans or whatever the fuck those were.
Monsters!
Mutants.
Never seen one of them before in my life, but they fucking killed one of us.
Never seen a mutant out in the rads?
They got Tabernacle. I'm new to this group. I came from a metropolis.
Oh, milk sop.
Never been out this far. And she brings out a pistol and cocks it, and like a bullet fly, like a fully loaded bullet, or yeah, like she wastes around. And she doesn't even see, she doesn't even like think about it. She goes, I'm here to get vengeance now. Nobody deserves to die like that. Especially not me.
Well, if you want to pick up that round, you just wasted.
Well, I thought you have to do this every time you want to ready your gun.
That's
yeah.
how they used to do it in the movies. So,
Yeah.
pretty sure it's true.
You've watched a movie before?
Well, learn from our mistakes and don't just jump in first.
So Netra, what you saw as you approached the door is what almost seems like a pit, filled with forms, corpses mostly. Every single one is suffering from from various different forms of mutation, or just like growths on them. There are animal carcasses, mostly small rodents and small creatures. There are a few humans that seem normal, but the radiation that's coming from inside, and you imagine this is the heat signature on top of the large mutant that was in this room that was pervading throughout your infrared sensors. And yeah, it just seems like there are corpses just being thrown in there. And there is you see some like dragging and spillage coming from inside, as though the corpses were like not only just like kicked in there, but also maybe potentially dragged out as well. Yeah, and anybody else doing anything else?
I'd like to close that door right up.
Okay.
Burn it.
Can I open the opposite door just a little bit? You know, like press the on-off button, like.
Yeah,
very
it's
quickly.
a digitally pressure sensitive button. Yeah, so it's just like slides open, and actually this one, dumb on my part, was already partially open. It just wasn't fully open, and it was mainly dark inside. It was partially open because you see a stream of cables going from the open crevice door, streaming up, like thick cables streaming up, bisecting the room and going into the opposite door and away.
Can I shine a light in there?
Yeah.
Just look through the crack.
It seems to be similar to the chambers similar to the corridor that you came through. Most all corridors are like this circular corridor where you're actually stepping on the as it arcs around. There's only about 4 feet of straight ground, if that makes sense. 4 feet wide of a catwalk, I should say, is a better description. And so it just looks like a normal hallway that you've experienced before, with another bulkhead on the opposite side. This, again, the door is like partially shut.
I see. I'll ask Tink if there was anything of importance in the other room. Anything over there? Should we head that way?
You're pointing to the mine or the elevator shaft?
To that bulkhead that's open to the. Didn't you come back out of there? Weren't you?
Some kind of destroyed shaft. It leads to the rafters up here, where the other little guy was. I don't even know if anybody saw that, but we could take another look. Didn't.
Well, it's either that way or a strange catwalk on the other side.
Let's try the catwalk.
Okay. I'll open that door up more.
Okay. Opens up, dark inside. No immediate noises. And again, there is another door on the other side, and there's a small light coming through. And that, as you guys open that door and start to pour in, not the next door, but just this getting out of this chamber, that's where we'll take a break, and we'll come back here at 50. So roughly 20 minutes from now. Thank you guys for spending your Thursday evening with us thus far. Remember, if you enjoy our content, remember to share it with the world. We would love to build an amazing, love-filled TTRPG, tabletop role-playing game community. and just gamer nerd community in general. So if you value the content here, share it, like, follow, do all the things, and we will appreciate it to no end, and we'll all be better for it. So, until Fate next brings us together 20 minutes from now, thank you. Au revoir. Welcome back, Sasapunks. We're getting right back into it. They are in the, they just stepped into the next corridor away from the one where one of their members died, Tabernacle. Slayed 3 mutants, 2 small, 1 ginormous in the process, and found a horde of mutating carcasses, for lack of a better term. So, as you guys step through the corridor, again, just sort of like stretches into another set of doors with just a shining light on the other side. And you actually hear, come from the other side, "Well, did you take care of dinner for the evening? Start the marination?"
Where's this coming from?
Yeah, I've started the marination. Marination. Okay, I guess I would say.
Go ahead and roll a... Jesus. Jeepers. Cool plus persuasion. Ah, man, I guess...
So you're a lady trying to
cool
impersonate
plus persuasion.
A scary
mutant.
rat mutant.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so give me a cool plus persuasion. As again, on the other side of this partially open bulkhead, it seems like a voice is talking out of a speaker to you.
Yeah, okay, so...
Astraea.
That's 11. It's a natural 1, though.
Oh, wow. You're as dense as your armor plating, dear. Well, I'll take that as a compliment, honey, because you had no issue piercing my heart. 100 years and you're still a charmer. You sort of hear this conversation, both coming through the speaker, one after the other. And you hear, "But really, where's Sammy Jr.? Where are our children? Who are you?"
They're safe in the other room. We told them we just needed to get through here just to look around. That's it. We gave them a snack, actually. One of our members named Tabernacle. He's no longer with us though, because your son needed him for us to get here.
Oh, go ahead and roll a cool plus persuasion.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 5 points of luck into this just because. Well, that even. Well, I guess that doesn't matter if it's a natural 1 again. But we'll see. So that's a 24 then.
Good. They were hungry, but who are you, and what are you doing inside of our lovely little home?
Daddy, I guess I'd like that question up to you, right?
The Mortal Code. And we're just browsing.
Yeah. Sorry, I just realized there was no music.
There we go. The base cannon
Okay.
assaulted us.
Looking for some ramen noodles.
Well, if you're looking for food, we've got a supply down in the chamber you were just in. Maybe if you've made such good friends to our little babies, they'll let you have some of their supply. And you can leave on your merry way.
They let us pass, that is it.
That's a bit unlike them. Well, I'm afraid we can't let you go any further. For your own safety, of course.
Can you find out where these people are?
You hear,
We're a pretty tough group.
This is a treasure trove, if it's what I think it is. We gotta push on. They fucking killed Tabernacle.
Yep.
so if you could just pack up and leave, that would be divine.
Can I?
Yes, we want things to stay cordial here, don't we?
Can I see with the electromagnetic sensor, like, where this is coming from?
Yeah, so you see sort of like this echolocation sort of like white lines pulsing in and out, displaying the sort of geometry and path before you as you pulse through the door. There is a dull glow that actually follows one of the smaller cables, like leads from beneath your feet through the door up into the top left of what seems to be a chamber of equal length to the one that you're in. So about 15 meters long.
I'll be like, I think it's coming through the cables. What if we try cutting them?
The signal's coming through the cables, or people are in the cables?
I
What do you
think the
mean?
signal is coming
The
through
signal.
the
So it's like
cables.
she sees a one of the cables in where it's like just isolating the signal coming from the whatever's on the other side. It seems like it's being a portion of it anyways being powered by one of the cables coming from down below. There are many other cables though.
I'm gonna start, like try to discreetly look around for cameras.
Okay. Go ahead and give a perception check. Give it here.
That's a 12.
You don't see any cameras in this chamber anyway. Put one of our children on the phone. Tell them that mommy wants to speak with them.
They're still eating our friend?
They're busy eating.
Oh, they know that their parents are first priority.
I'm going to kneel down and just start cutting through the cords.
Like, we don't feel welcome. I'll just like there's no
With a
camera, so
knife.
I don't have to get in front of her, I guess.
Or
Never mind.
no, I'll be like,
Quit the act!
Astraea.
Your children ate our friend! And we're gonna kill you!
No. Shh.
The
Astraea,
doors.
can you get
the
your
doors
knife
slide
out?
open. They actually like with lightning speed burst open, and the signal that you saw is a wall-mounted turret with a camera on top
Oh.
that starts.
Everybody
to go,
dive!
Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
As it just starts ripping inside of the chamber.
Ooh,
Scott.
natural 10.
Wow.
Thank you. 20. Oh, I spent a dex.
And
roll.
you hear, "Where are our children?" As this is
told
just
you.
like booming through. What did all of you guys get? And now we'll...
I got a 14.
Infini rolled a natural 10. So he actually steps in front of, what'd you get?
Natural 10.
Okay, yeah, you dive out. Infini steps in front of, who got, you got a,
14?
and you got 16. Yeah, both of you fail. I'll flip a coin. This is Netra, this is Tink. Okay, so Infini gets in front of Netra. As Tink, your armor counts now, so that's good.
Ladies first.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, and I need to.
It's the honorable thing to do. I mean, good on infamy. Infamy?
Infamy?
No, it's
Infini.
like
Yeah,
infinity.
like just
Oh.
half an infinite, yeah.
You take 22 points of damage. So consider your armor now as well.
I know how to take damage.
And yeah, he protects you. You get out, you take half, so you take 11. So just on down to your armor, and then Harley does like this cartwheel out. And as she gets to the other side, she realizes that she had to drop her guns in order to do that, and they're still in the chamber.
Wow.
She's like not the most put together person on the planet. And so yeah, you guys all back out as you see this, but you still know that the cable is at least responsible for one or all of its functions.
Oh, no, that's me. I gotta.
We're like,
I'm gonna put
this. Oh, it's here.
what's that? I forget the name of the sword that you have, Astraea.
Goku
Really?
blade?
Yeah.
Goku Katana.
Can you cut through the cables with your katana? It'd be much faster than my little knife.
You know what? Let's change the name. Let's call it Gokutana.
Goku.
Or Go Katana.
Go
I mean,
Kane.
I'm just
Go time.
Go.
Go KO
Kane.
Katana.
I'm just gonna pull out my claws and try and just like tear the cables apart just by grabbing it and like one at a time, I guess. But it seems easier for me to just do that right there. Like
Wait, so you're just pulling up the cabling?
Like- yeah, with the rippers in my hands, just like
Oh,
Did that
okay.
electrocute you?
The light.
with their carbo glass though.
I would imagine that you'd make the rippers out of something that's not conductive, because that would.
Yeah, they're carbo. They said it says they're carbo glass claws.
Okay, yeah. So then she's fine. You see the light that now this sort of like illuminated the tunnel as the doors open from the camera turret, just like flicker and then turn off.
Well, that's good.
Whoa. I'm sorry. I'm no good at charades.
Do you need help from Vitawith?
How long did... Oh, yeah. I got lit up back there.
I'm gonna unzip my backpack and be like, Vitawith, we need you. Can you tend to Tink, please?
Oh, it's so stuffy in there. There's no tasty meat. I mean, right away.
And he like looks at you for a second and says, "Oh God,
I'm not even sure I'll be able to do anything about this. Let's give it a shot.
1 cartridge, 2 cartridges." Oh, it's already been. You guys are in the same day that he was refreshed, and he used him 3 times already. So you have 2.
We
left.
did?
I think each of you used him.
I thought
Yeah,
that was the
I
day
think so.
before.
No,
Damn.
because the whatever had been stolen was stolen. Like it's still in the middle of the night for you guys.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They woke us up in the middle of the night and they were like, I heard something in there. Let's go investigate.
I'll
Just the one, please.
Right away.
There's one left.
I'm good to go.
You just get a small little cold metal.
That was pooper scooper
Well,
hand.
thank you.
I'm gonna pull up my ghost version and walk forward carefully and
Okay.
look through the next corridor.
Okay. It's now a full corridor where at the very end there are the next section of the hallway goes up. And so it's still a cylindrical hallway with a ramp on the base that leads up. And the cables also lead up.
I think we should just start cutting all these cables. I mean,
Wait. Can you find out what's on the other end of these before you cut them?
maybe. Is that a thing? Can
Should-
I hack
should I-
the cable?
Should I stop cutting
Maybe
the
we
cables?
could hack their video feed.
But I already cut
There's
the
enough
cable.
there's enough plating in between the levels that you can't like follow it up. It like disappears. Each partition of this structure that you're in is like heavily coated in everything to stop everything from getting through, if that makes sense. Like lead coating. It's like hard to get any readings outside of where you already are. Except for heat, apparently.
Lead.
Or that massive amount of radiation. Okay, yeah, so what are you guys doing?
I'm just gonna scan again on my headset to figure out or like see if there's any electrical happenings in the area.
Okay. Just these cables leading up.
I think we should cut them.
Fine by me.
Okay. Keep ripping them out.
Yeah, so we destroy this set of cables as well.
Okay, it's like it's like a big collection of like some are even maybe like 6 inches in diameter.
A few hacks.
And then I guess I'll send my ghost form out forward again into the next corridor.
Okay, man, I should have given you like charges for your ghost. Don't you have charge? It seems bizarre that you just be able to send it out as many times as you want.
Well, it's not like I'm bringing it back into the headset and then sending it out again. It's just out.
Oh yeah, it
Or do
hasn't
you
been.
mean, like-
It hasn't been destroyed yet. I guess that's the
Yeah.
point. Okay. So you're going up the stairs.
Yes.
Okay. It takes a turn to the right and then sort of like arcs around, and then leads up to a stable floor.
Stable floor. Why'd you
As in
say
just
it
like
that?
as a level floor. Sorry.
Oh. Like we're gonna get up there and then it's gonna fall through.
Go 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 go.
It won't because it's stable.
I'll be like, come on, you guys, this way, and then I'll lead everybody up there.
Okay. You do see a few electrical signals as you reach the top. It is another long corridor. There is a bulkhead to the left, and in the long corridor there is a dead camera, another dead camera, with a turret on it, with another bulkhead that's just like again closed enough to let the cabling go through.
I mean, like Astraea, I think we should cut the cables to that next one.
No, they're all cut, so it's not.
Oh.
It's the camera is, you just see it sort of like lulling on the top left of the ceiling
But
of
there
the
aren't
next
more
bulkhead.
cables leading into the next.
Yeah, but you
corridor.
cut them. It's not like you cut them and like
Oh.
got rid of them.
Okay, cool.
You cut them behind you, and
I see.
they still exist in
Sorry,
front of you.
I thought you meant on the opposite end of the room.
Like, can we pull this door open, maybe? Like, just... Or is that, like, not enough for me to get your fingers in there, I guess?
Wait, hold on. Can you,
Astraea, can you rip off one of these cameras for me? How big are they?
Actually, I'm so sorry to retcon this. I wasn't thinking at the time. Infini says, what before you guys cut the cables, he effectively says like,
What if this leads to some portion of the ship that's whatever this is that we'll need? What if this leads to a power source, like in the whatever that beast was, that metal beast that we went into?
Netra would tell us. I mean, maybe.
You do have a point. I was kind of just cutting these wires because that last thing really scared me.
Yeah, I'll be in
I'm
front.
continuing to cut, but like I'll be like the next ones I won't cut right away.
Yeah, hack
we'll say that
first,
you cut to, in order
later.
to like effectively catch up and retcon, the cable that you're cutting now is the one to the camera.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I wasn't. This is not to preserve something. It's genuinely how Infini would think going into a place he's never been in before.
Infamy.
Harley picks up her
Sorry.
guns.
Do you even know what we're looking for? What makes you think that there's a treasure inside of this thing?
I mean, look at it.
We
We've
could just
been
find
in,
disease.
similar places before and found a hell of a lot. This thing came from the sky. At least that's what all the details line up to say. And well, there's a wealth of metal. There's whatever its power source may be. We already know that there's some nuclear fusion going on in the portion below. And if there's anything we can take away that's any piece of tech that the world hasn't seen before, then that'll sell for a hell of a price.
who knows?
Just in case we can be ready to cut these cables if any more danger presents itself through them.
Okay.
I believe I can fix this ship right up.
And actually, Infini says like,
Yeah, I took a look at that open shaft. Whatever this structure is, it landed on top of a shelter.
and you might know what shelters are. I'd say anybody coming from Robo City 16 wouldn't. A shelter is a multi-leveled, like nuclear bunker that is the size of a city. It's like a Fallout vault, only it's like numerous different layers that go down very far, that it's almost like an underground metropolis.
Mole people.
Yeah. Effectively.
How about that camera? I might be able to jerry-rig something up and turn this minigun on. These monsters.
So are we retconning cutting the wires or
Cutting all the cables. You can still cut all the cables. That's just Infini's point of view of like, what if it leads to literally the thing that's the most valuable thing here?
Yeah, I'm saying, did we actually just decide to retcon cutting the wires, or the wires
Up
still
to you
cut?
guys. I was retconning Infini stepping in. You can decide to continue to.
We cut the wire to the camera, but nothing else.
And there is a machine gun attached to that camera, right?
Yeah. So that's cut.
Sweet. Let's get it. Somebody help me out with this.
Machine gun still works. Just the electrical components for like remote controlled are and receiving a signal do not.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, I'll try and help you get it down.
Thanks.
I'll give you a boost on my shoulder.
Is it something that I feel like I could carry?
Yeah, it's like maybe like heavy machine gun sized. It looks like it was also jerry-rigged up there. Like this cabling, it looks like it's like it doesn't belong with even the aesthetic of the hallway that you're in.
Looks like somebody installed their own security here. Well, it's ours now.
I'm gonna take a moment to take my arc welder or arc, switch it to arc cutter, and cut through a piece of the metal on like a wall or door or something, and then take that in like a handle shape, two handles,
Whoops,
and then I'd like to jury rig that to the machine gun as like handles, so I can carry it at the hip.
Okay, give me a, or I guess you're just using one of your abilities to do that, right? Jury rig?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, then it just works. Do you have a certain amount of times that you can do that a day, or?
No, it just it says that it'll last 1d6 the amount of turns. Wait. Sorry, 1d6 for each level that I am, and then it will break after that, and those equate to hours.
Okay.
So, my plan here is, if need be, maybe we could take the cabling from this, splice it into their system that they already have inlaid, and then use this gun against them.
Okay.
Maybe. It's a bit intricate.
Yeah.
But who knows? Oh!
I don't know really how this works, but
You hear movement coming from the other side of the partially opened door on the other side. There is also another bulkhead that's sealed shut. No security, like electric security panel to speak of in the immediate vicinity.
Tink, get ready with that machine gun.
could I try and quickly jury rig it just to my power pack for a manual override?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
If anybody wants
What
to
level are
roll a
we again?
perception check, to identify more, let me know.
I'll roll a perception.
What level are we?
I don't know. I've just been telling
5.
you guys have levels.
5. Okay.
I think you're 6. Because you got to level up before last episode.
Oh yeah, with the 2 points or whatever. So I guess we are 6 now. Yeah.
Man, 30 episodes in, and you're only level 6. Does it feel like you're leveling fast?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, like, I guess the way that we level, it feels like we get a lot.
Okay.
I got a 20.
For perception?
Yeah.
Is everybody rolling perception or just you?
I'll be focused on jury rigging, and this will last for about a day. I got 22 hours.
Okay, cool.
Can I just go like what do you call it? Like the door is like right here? Or is it like double door? Is it a single door?
It's 2 double doors that are horizontally, that move back and forth horizontally, like sliding doors going into like a convenience store or something.
Okay, yeah. So I'm just gonna like if the doors are like this, I'm gonna be like just go like put my back against the wall like there and just like have my heavy pistol and the I guess that 1.5 feather blade out as well. Like, right.
Okay.
Against the wall, like ready for anything that like comes through the door, just to slash it or shoot it.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done, I'll train my the minigun on the movement.
And I have my shotgun ready.
Okay. You got a 20 for your perception check?
Yes.
Okay, so you hear what sounds like some machinery moving, like stomping around. And you see a bulkhead, again, like a pretty well-sealed bulkhead to the left, and you see some cabling up top that's just like a portion of the seam is open. It's just like spilling like smoke or cloud into the in. It's not like filling up the chamber. It's literally just like periodically. And it sounds like there are a few footsteps on the other side. Hard to make out. They all sound awkward and rambly, even the machine one.
I'm gonna go up to Harlequin, and I don't know if
Look,
she's
that's
picked...
just presumptuous, and I don't know where you got that. We settled on Harley.
Oh.
Harley Quinn, that's a mouthful.
Look here, Harley. We may not have much time. If you want to make a name for yourself, take this.
And I'll hand the machine gun over to her, or the minigun.
Attached to your back?
Yeah.
So she's gonna be next to you?
Yeah.
Okay, shoulder to shoulder?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, old man! I knew you were good for something.
If I fire, you fire. You got my back?
I'm attached to it.
She'll shoot your back.
Don't listen to her. Get ready.
Such a good person.
All right, okay, and you see fingers curl around the door and start pulling it open, and a medium size compared to what you
Slash those
experienced
fingers.
before. You're just slashing the fingers?
Yeah.
I'm shotgunning it.
Okay, you go. Everybody make your rolls right now.
Oh my god.
We're taking
as-
no chances.
As
No.
there is this clear mutant, big, brutish mutant pulling open the door, and this is where you hear, like, you heard the servos winding up to the door and start to pull it open as this mutant is outfitted with an exosuit.
Great.
Like a fully encasing exosuit where his bulbous arm, it almost seems like it was grown around it. Like some of the meat is overlapping the metal plating, like the thin metal plating that goes around most of the suit. It curls metal sort of gauntlets are on it, a metal sort of caged head. It looks, again, like you just fit this pile of meat into this large machine as it's just like opening the door. Go ahead and make your rolls to attack.
What are the
19.
stats?
19 hits.
What are the stats for a shotgun?
5d6.
5d6?
5d6.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you have to beat it from. Are you at the end of the hallway? I'm picturing you down the stairs, like with your shotgun over, or are you up in the hallway?
I'm up in the hallway.
Okay, then it'll just be above a 15 that you have to roll.
And
What
then
does
it's
the feather blade do?
brawling?
For damage.
Feather blade. You're gonna have to remind
Remember
me.
The foot and a half feather I took off that unicorn thing, or that Pegasus.
Oh
flying thing?
yeah, okay.
it marksman?
That's going to be 1d6
Sorry.
more than your typical melee weapon.
What is? What typical melee weapon is here? Because they range from like 2 to 3 to 1 to 5. Just
Remy, you said shotgun is 5d6?
And the minigun?
it was the same as the cars, and it's isn't it 66?
Oh, guys, something that I just must have missed because I stopped paying attention at first level is that the higher your body is, the more d6s you do for brawling damage.
Ooh.
So it goes up every 2. So 3 to 4 is 1d6, 5 to 6 is 2d6, 7 to 8 is 3d6, 9 to 10 is 4d6.
So add 2d6 to this?
46 for the brawl.
No, not for shotgun.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry, brawling means
For brawling, yeah. So for you, if you hit,
That's your shotgun
I have
brawler.
a melee weapon though.
Maybe.
Is brawling just for like fists or?
Oh yeah. And you can. Sorry, yes, you're right. Sorry, and by taking a -6 penalty to your check, you may aim for the head while using melee weapons or brawling.
No, dang. I'm not gonna do that.
What was
this
that?
time.
What penalty?
A -6 to your roll.
-6.
And if you do hit armor, any place that is armored, it does no damage for brawling. Sorry, so it literally says 2d6, so just 3d6. That's why. But the longer the length of your Gokutana, the more damage it'll do, provided the length actually goes through the meat. That's why it rolled so high. But for the
I got
feather
rid of this
blade,
song.
it's 3d6. This is you.
What was the name of it?
Why? Why every time I switch it here? There we go. Sorry. All right.
So 3d6. I gotta roll.
Okay, so roll 3d6. Go ahead. What'd you roll to attack?
18?
You go ahead and roll. Oh, you're asking for the shotgun. I was looking at the melee.
Wow, that was.
Remy said it was 5d6.
That's what my shotgun is. Wow.
Well, his tabernacle had tabernacle.
You already had a shotgun, by the way. You had.
I had a heavy pistol?
You literally strapped Light Rider's Vanguard shotgun around your body. So you have 2
Now we have
shotguns.
2!
I had 5 points of damage.
You have 5 points. The shotguns do 5d6, yeah. So it's gonna be 5d6. So roll
No.
5d6. You did 5 points.
It came out
5,
to
You weren't expecting the metal plating that's just like scrapes across and slices some of the literally like carving through meat for your dinner. You just slice some of the more bulbous portions sticking out of the armor sections. You just like carve it off. So 5 points of damage there.
I did 18 points of damage.
Did you roll a natural 1?
2.
You rolled a 2.
No, I rolled 2 natural ones.
Why did you roll at advantage? Or why did you
Because
roll
it's
twice?
me and her.
Oh, okay. So your pack
Oh no.
gets your pack has a small little discharge on the back, and you take.
Watch out! Oh god!
You take 7 points of damage as it just sort of like has this micro eruption on the back, and the connection point, since it was just recently welded, just separates, and the minigun or the turret is now gonna be much harder to wield.
Could I, as a bonus
And you
action?
do 0 damage. Sorry, so 5 points.
18.
18 point. Wow, 23 points. Okay, so And this is where we'll do another initiative. Please roll me another initiative check.
Can I synchronize all of our suits to start flashing really bright and then go dim, then flash really bright?
Yeah, you'll be the hue light
Fuse it?
bridge.
Like a zebra?
Like a bunch of strobing lights, and like trying to get it to have a seizure almost. Like, ah! The mutant, it's gotta have some problems.
Can I possibly dual wield with both shotguns?
Unfortunately, absolutely not. You are not proficient in even a shotgun, so...
Well, once this is over, I'm gonna start practicing so that I can be.
Okay. What'd you get for initiative?
11.
11.
The D10 plus reflex, you said? Yeah, it's 11.
Yeah.
Even Arnold Schwarzenegger wielded one shotgun as
Fine.
Terminator.
Tink, what'd you get?
15.
15?
13.
Okay. Oh, actually, I didn't roll for those two. Oh, hey! Infini steps in front of all of you guys and just sets his shield down and steadies his shotgun up front. He's just going to take a blast at the guy. Since he got a natural 10, he's just going to go now. Hits.
Who's taking the lead?
And 11, 14, 16, 17. Okay, so Infini and then Tank. I'm sorry, Astraea, what did you roll?
11.
Okay, then yeah. Okay, so finishes slamming the door open, and this brute exoskeleton guy is just going to look at you with the blade that you just carved, and it's going to punch you in the gut. Well, provided it lands.
No. Reroll it.
I mean,
No, that one stays.
What?
I'm torn here. It was messed up, but it didn't land cocked.
Point blank. Punches him in the gut. She's a lady.
Whatever.
Natural 8.
It's outside the box. Them's the rules.
Romy doesn't even roll in a box.
So he doesn't. The rules don't apply there.
If I roll in a box, I usually just like and slide out of the box. I'm like, no, I'll just roll it on this thing, so it just goes
You take 16 points of damage straight to your HP, and then you feel this secondary electric blow get pulsed into your suit, and all of your lights turn off.
No, my lights.
And you're pregnant.
And you take 5 more points
Pregnant
of damage.
with a mutant.
So I
baby.
take, how much is that?
21,
20?
I think, points of damage. Yeah. And then next up is Infini went. Tink, you're up. Then Netra.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Tink, you're up. Then Netra.
Oh, sorry. I heard it in the opposite order. All right. I'm gonna after my pack went crazy. It still works, but it's now just like.
No, you're gonna have to spend a turn fixing it. If you want to use anything connected to it. 2 ones in a row.
Yeah.
Stemming from your pack.
Did Harley pick up her pistols?
It's not her turn yet, so she's still grabbing onto the gun.
All right.
And again, she's not super bright.
Oh god.
Hello, Mr. Tink.
Sorry, Harley.
This gun don't work.
Let me see that. Take this.
Can I basically put the machine gun, like grab the machine gun from her, put it on the ground, like hand her my Does my power pack work right now, or do I have to?
No, it doesn't. You're gonna have to spend,
Okay.
at the very least, a very productive bonus action fixing.
Get my back, Harley. I need a second.
You can spend a free action to tell her that the gun doesn't work because she's still standing with this confident.
Oh, she didn't like see it.
She did. I mean,
Go
it was
off
a
and
micro,
break.
like it was like a, like in the
Oh.
from the back, and so
I'll
like,
use my free
that was
action
happening
to-
as soon as the door was opening.
tell
so
her.
a lot was
Don't tell her.
happening.
Don't tell her. She'll be
Okay.
screaming.
She's
Yeah,
just
it's
looking
probably
like
better for her.
Vasquez
Honestly, it's probably
on the
better.
gun, just like about to light nothing up.
Just click.
Yeah.
It's good.
Hold on.
It's like a younger sibling with a broken controller. You just don't tell them, right?
Yeah,
You're winning.
You're playing. Yeah, that's you. Where?
Look at all the damage
no,
you're doing.
No, I'm not gonna let her embarrass herself like that.
Oh,
Click.
like
Hold
she
on, this is my
hasn't
bad.
already.
My bad. Rusty.
And I'm gonna force it onto the ground, and yell, "Get my back!"
what are you doing?
I gotta fix it.
She like looks for her guns. She's like, where did I put them?
Does she?
She doesn't pull them out of her ass. She pulls them out of like.
But she does
like,
have
waist
okay.
belt, yeah.
Lower back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I look at that and just make sure that she's got it, and then I go to work.
Okay, yeah. She stands like guns over Infini's shoulder, over his shoulders as he's like leaned down, and you're behind them with Netra
Okay. And I got to roll again for that.
to fix it. Yeah, go tech plus basic tech.
$22.
Yeah, okay. You manage to like quickly spin it around your back, like open it up, take out the parts that are like utterly destroyed, and end up sort of like rewiring everything to the best that you can. And I would consider this a jury rig to do it in one turn. So it'll work now, but you can roll to see for how long.
All right.
And then,
Can I just yell?
yeah, Netra, you're up next.
It's good to go.
Okay.
Then that's it.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
You rolled very well that time.
23. Yes. So about a day.
Okay, Netra, you're up.
So I'm covered by the shield right now by Infini's.
You have partial cover, yeah. So they'll have to beat a higher AC to fire upon you. But you can
Okay.
literally like just sit behind them if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck down and try and hack the exoskeleton.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a tech plus base. No, sorry, an interface to try and hack into it.
26.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, this is a 15 meter long hallway, so you're gonna have to get closer or use your
My ghost.
ghost. Okay, just like ghost adding a little flair, like jumps over, twists, lands over Infini, lands and just starts sprinting over, and just like 1-inch punches right into the mutant's form, and it just like sort of like powers down with Astraea still on his knuckles.
Okay. So the ex.
You
so I
have
control of the
control
exoskeleton?
over it, yes, but there's still a meaty, strong mutant inside as well.
Okay. I'm just going to start punching the shit out of its head with both arms. Maybe he'll black out.
Okay, yeah, a mutant will totally black out from pain. That's what they do. Okay. Well, that's It'll be
They can
all
do
of
Hari
these.
Curry.
6,
With your
12.
blade.
Wow.
Here,
Okay,
take
of
this.
course. 17, 20, 21, 24 points of damage. As it's just like, gloom, 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 gloom.
That's like your move.
It works so well.
Stop it yourself.
How'd he die? Hit himself. What?
Harley
Bludgeoning.
Harley
from
is
his
up
own
and she's
fist.
just going to fire. She rips through your ghost and just like lays into
You two are not having a good relationship, I guess.
just like the bullets are like
This
impacting
counts,
the ground all the way
Astraea.
up to
She shot me in the back.
Well, that is true. She shot a version of you in the back. Yes.
Oh,
2, 3.
Look
I
at
roll
her
low for
sternly.
those characters.
that ghost was
7,
very
9,
helpful.
12, 15. 15 more points of damage. But remember, this guy, the exoskeleton acts as armor, so it's like not much of his flesh is.
Whoa.
But the armor's getting beaten up for sure.
How does this ghost thing work now? Is it down or does it have like the same health as me?
Your ghost is very flimsy. It's literally like you're just submitting it to danger that you wouldn't otherwise submit yourself to. If your ghost can like dodge things, it'll be fine. But otherwise, I would give it honestly maybe 10 points of health.
Okay.
It's like the holograms in Ready Player One, just like
Yeah,
shatter in
exactly.
a glass.
Yeah, they're not super hardy or
And
even
is-
anywhere remotely hardy.
Is that it for or like can I bring it out again or no?
I thought I did write down rules for that, but they're probably way high up in my notes. I would say for right now, it's something that you're going to have to like spend a turn if you want to get it up and running again.
Harley's dead.
For shooting something immaterial of yours.
That was very helpful.
And so that was her.
Scold her.
Estrella, you're up. As you're like face to face with this.
So its eyes are like right at me, or it's still punching itself in the face, I guess.
Its eyes are right at you while it's punching itself in the face.
Since I see that, I'm just gonna like not attack it with my blade. I'm gonna put my pistol away and pull the shotgun out and just shoot it with it.
Okay, you don't even have to roll to attack. Just go ahead and roll damage.
5d6. I'm gonna look at Harley in disappointment for a little bit. Oh well, so.
Which
6.
Harley didn't have really any choice.
I know. I'm just like
Unless she
like
it was like this hologram or slaying this giant
yeah,
thing.
I'm gonna be like that. You probably you did good, but I mean you like it's gonna be like a like look at the person who look at the person
She's
who's
still
really
breathing.
upset.
Shut up.
I'm just like sitting behind her, like
So
plotting
that's
her death.
12, 16, 24 points damage, I think?
24 points of damage.
Yeah. 3 6s, a 4, and a 2.
Okay, the armor is like coming off in chunks now, just like falling apart as different portions of it have been bent and rent, shot up again, as different like side components are down. Like its left arm just dies,
Those are my Luma threads.
and you actually see Harley get shot. You hear this thump, and you see this bright red streak come from the other side of the other corridor on the other side where the big mutant came from, and just streak all the way across and land right in. Well, we'll see how much damage it does.
It's like,
first.
no red shirt.
Yeah. 6, 6, 7, 8.
We took all the red shirts out, and none of them came back with
Roll
us.
the dice.
Why we do that?
Never again.
It's just 66.
Just 6.
16 points of damage. So it literally just like you see this bolt, this like literal nut, this literal
Like a
bolt,
rivet.
like rivet, thank you, slowly stops spinning and sear into her shoulder, and she gets thrown back all the way down the stairs. She's like, and it she actually, we'll see if she continues to hold on to.
Yeah, that's like the rivet gun in Dead Space. Like,
Yeah, go ahead and make a strength check.
we like nail the bad guys to the wall with that gun. Just
You can picture this as something exactly similar.
Ooh, that's ooh. Favorite gun. But
We don't have strength. Is it like
Oh, sorry. Dex plus athletics.
8?
You get pulled down the stairs with her.
Oh God!
And you both take 6? 6? It's a 6, yeah. 6 points of bludgeoning damage, or 6 points of damage. She's like,
This is not working.
while like bullets are flying in every direction. Okay, next up is actually Infini. He's going to fire into the guy again. 6 definitely hits, and then 5d6. Why am I rolling that one again? 2, 7, 11, 14. 15, 20. 20 points of damage. Shooting another portion of the armor off. And next up is the mutant, and you are still in front of him. He's just going to wind. He's like looking around for whatever the hell was trying to assail it, and you like was interfering with it, and it's just going to rock into you another time. Go ahead and make an opposing brawling dex plus brawling plus 1d10. Natural 10.
1.
Wow.
Damage will be doubled.
Well, I'm doomed.
You might actually be doomed.
We still have one more thing in
Wow,
Bridal with.
6 plus 6
Oh,
is
God.
12. Oh, 13, 17, 18, 20, 40 points of damage.
I'm dead. Yeah.
And then it pulses another 6 points of damage into you.
I mean, I'm dead. Or
As you just see
that's-
Astraea fly
that's-
to the ceiling,
that's 10 over my
slam
death.
up. Like all of its, you see the electricity from the failing parts just leave, and you just see this electrical current stream up its fist as it winds it up, punches Astraea in the gut again, releases the electrical energy, and still uppercut her as Astraea flies into the ceiling and slaps onto the ground, lifeless. Well, unconscious.
Dead.
And as the fist releases that electrical current, the rest of the exoskeleton just falls off of it, and it just reveals its meaty form. Next up is Tink, then Netra.
So I flew down the staircase.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Harley, you okay?
I'm gonna just do a quick check on Harley.
Just my pride, and I'm not sure this thing can be used again, and my shoulder, and my hips. Oh god, now it's all coming. I'm alive though.
Oh man. Well, let's get up there. Just leave the gun.
Leave her.
Let's get back in there. Help him out. Sounds like it's going bad up there.
All right, old man, and you guys are like helping each other up. As she will just narratively say that her turn is also going up the stairs with you. As you guys are just like pushing each other up. She's like wiping blood from her lip, and she's like, "What the fuck?" She, like, this, her shoulder's now like is severely bruised as well.
I'll say, you know, like I've got my arm around her shoulder, and then my with my left arm, and then my right arm has the nail gun. If I can move all the way up the staircase and still shoot,
You can, yeah.
Then I will.
Well, in typical cyberpunk rules, you can't, but you can. You just don't have a bonus action. We'll just say you use your bonus action to.
Yeah, so I'd like to, as soon as I get to the top, especially after seeing if I did see any of that take place.
You get to the top, and no, you didn't see any of that take place. You get to the top, and you see Astraea down on the ground.
Oh man! Let loose!
And I'm gonna start shooting the nail gun. At
Okay, go ahead and roll.
this much.
Netra, you're up next.
Ferocity.
And you just hear in Infini scream, "Baby girl, no!"
23.
That's what you're doing on the floor. Whoa.
23 to hit.
Baby
No, so no
girl!
damage.
I'm just drooling out of my mouth. Just, like, oh, that's not the best look for you,
4,
Astraea. No.
6, 10, or 9, 12. 12? I didn't roll higher than a 3. Whatever.
Okay, yeah, just like doof, 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 and it's like bursting boils across its body, like going in, and blood is just spurting out with other substances. Oh yeah, yeah, like Tetsuo a little bit. And it's just like doesn't seem like it can act. It's actually capable of forming speech, but it just like turns towards you all, taking these like sickly breaths. It sounds like one of its lungs is collapsed on itself, but it seems it's hard to tell what state it's in based off of its its normal state being disgusting, bloody, and bulbous and fucked up.
Looks like a bunch of saddlebags put together.
Netra.
What I would like to do is shoot him with the shotgun
Mhm.
and then run out, grab Astraea, and drag her back. Is that too much?
Grabbing Astraea would be an entire action.
Okay.
Just send Vitalith over.
Yeah. In that case, I'll shoot him with the shotgun, and then I'm going to open up the backpack again and be like, Vitalith, get to Astraea now!
Okay, go ahead and roll to attack.
Huh?
Aim for the head. Use all your luck.
Yeah, I'm aiming for like this region.
Okay, then it'll be a
Chest.
-6 to your roll.
No, I don't do
Use
that.
all your
I
luck.
don't do that.
But you only have to beat a 15.
You can use, yeah,
Okay,
if
I
you
can do
use
that.
all your luck, then yeah,
I
you
do that.
He's got 10 points of luck.
No, I only have 5. I used 5 earlier.
Oh, okay.
I thought that's what that look was.
Yep. Yes. Wait.
Show Harley how to make a name. You only need to beat a 10.
No,
What is it? 15?
it's 21 you have to beat.
Oh no, wait, hold on.
A 21 to get to hit the head.
Ah! I just got 21 with my 5 points. Oh god.
It's like your heart is pounding seeing Astraea like that. Also seeing a tabernacle. Well, you probably didn't give any shit about him, but
Tabernacle.
She definitely didn't.
yeah.
Only a shotgun.
As
He
you
meant nothing to me.
line up your shot as best as you can, take a deep breath, and just almost like close your eyes as you think you have it, and pull the trigger. And the go ahead and roll damage.
Big money, no whammies. Come on.
This rule also is only for brawling. At least that's what it says, but I like it for these kinds of shots as well. blood and gore. Eyeballs, pieces of teeth, and skeleton chunks just slap up against the back wall, spread all the way across the ceiling, and just slowly start to drop on the ground as the large, brutish demon mutant just slaps headless onto the ground.
Get this guy off me.
Vitalith starts to immediately go over and starts to...
Oh, Astraea, you gotta be more careful there. Or not, I don't mind.
It starts. You have 20 points of health now, but that's and he goes and Vitalist just takes out a cigarette, an e-cig.
I'm all out.
I wish I could say it was good for me if I lived, but it was actually very, very painful. So.
No, he just does that.
Combat is not over. You heal for 20 points. There was still that other.
Only the healing.
Harley is up next,
We
and
gotta
just
battle
two shots just fire from her pistols into the meat of the downed guy.
Oh my god.
Hey.
I got him.
Whoa,
yes,
whoa!
yes, you did, Harley. Yes, you did.
I
You're
wonder
gonna
if
make a
wait,
name
combat
for
is
yourself.
not over? As in,
Astraea,
like,
you're up. Remember the bolt. The streaming red hot bolt that flew from the other side of the corridor that the mutant opened up. It was from behind him.
Oh, I think I missed that.
I'm gonna take my drone with the heat sensor and just kind of just actually grab it with my hand and whoop, with the opening of the door, just peek it through to see what's over, what heat source did that super hot thing come from.
Okay. It's on the opposite side of the chamber, and it seems to be sticking down from the ceiling, from one of the paneling. It's like imagine where the turret was in the hallway, only on the opposite side, and literally just sticking upside down. You just see this blob of red.
Can I take that feed from my thing and just flick it to everybody? Just whoosh, here. This is
Whoever has cyber eyes, yes.
this is where the bad guy is. Okay.
Except for Tink.
Can I tell that it's connected to wires or anything, or is this just a living entity?
It's just a living entity, is what it
I
looks
see.
like.
Any ideas? I'm just gonna just take the shotgun ram and just fire a shot into the room just because.
Just fire shot blindly?
Yeah, just
Okay, roll it. Disadvantage.
All fives.
Both are fives. With a shotgun, you have to be 20 at the distance that it's at.
So that is make marksmanship. That is 21.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage. Just because you're firing blindly, just roll 1d6, and that'll be what hits. 3. Okay.
I hear it a little bit. Oh, hopefully. Is that the wife or the father? What?
Next up, actually, what was everybody's position right now?
We're at the base of the top of the stairs.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, me and Haley. Wow.
Harley?
Harley, after she took those two shots, is back to back with Infini, not taking any chances again. So Tink.
Guess that's fair. I did forget about this threat. Oh no.
You still have your armor. That's why it didn't do a hell of a lot to what's her face. So 9, 13, and 14.
All right, that's what hit her.
Now make a strength check.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, Dex plus athletics.
Okay.
Thank you. That is why I brought those down here. But
Sure, where Tink is.
I would say this is the chamber that you guys are in, and this is the next one. So you're right here, I'm guessing. Netra's back here. Infini, Tink, and then...
What happens when you just like I had 14 armor. You said it rolled a 14 for damage. So
then
do
you just
I
take one.
one away
armor.
from armor,
Yeah,
no
that's it.
health?
No.
Okay. And then I rolled a natural 10.
You are pushed. Your heels are pushed back to the decline of the ramp, and just as you catch it in your, like, you look at your it's sort of like went into, actually, what does your gun look like, or your cabling, or it goes into whatever your armor is and pushes you back as you sort of like hold yourself in the horse stance and just like slide back on your feet. But it knocks the wind out of you. It's literally like getting shot in the chest with a shotgun with Kevlar on.
Wow.
Okay, next up is Infini, and Infini's gonna run straight over towards you, leaving anybody behind him, and
Towards
he's
me?
going to, no, straight over towards Astraea, and slam into the wall, and says,
You better play it safe there.
Oh,
You stay behind me for the rest of the time.
Very, very well, Dad. Very, very well. I'm fine though, really. Well, and then
and
I
he's
guess I
not
cough a
even
little blood, like,
firing. He's just sort of like just staying in front of you and focusing all his attention on protecting you. Tink, you're up next. This is not super appropriate.
I'm gonna dive to the side of the corridor. No, behind Infini. That side, the left side. And then
We're like, well, I can't do anything from back here, but I got your back.
Okay.
I have all short range stuff. So
Okay. Netra, you're up.
oh, I will. Was the back, my pack, damaged at all, or just that the coupling to the machine gun was broken off?
Coupling to the machine gun is broken up.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, Netra, you're up.
I'd like to move up to the door carefully.
Drag Harley with you.
No.
Where you going?
And then carefully shoot down the hallway with a heavy pistol, I guess. The shotgun's not within range, right?
And you guys, all of your weapons should be in range. It just gets more difficult the farther away it is. So at this distance, you'd have to be a 20 with a shotgun.
Whoa.
By the way, Harley is up there. You said she is behind Infamy.
Infini just ran forward when it was his turn. He just sprinted forward and left anybody behind him bare.
Never mind.
So it's almost like he ran, then you ran, then Netra ran, and she's like, blink, blink.
Yeah, I will shoot with my heavy pistol then.
Take care, Frantic.
That was a long time ago.
Man. Sorry. Just with your heavy pistol?
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to beat actually a 20 still with the heavy pistol.
Plus 1. Fine. I shoot with my shotgun then.
Okay, go ahead and roll past 20.
It's like you're pointing right at the back of Tink's head, just like.
I can take it.
Yay! Natural 10!
Okay, double damage.
22.
Roll damage.
Got a full choke on the shotgun and slugs. Like it's.
Wow.
You slaughter it. You just hear, and
Vaporized.
it's literally like you shot like meaty pudding out of your shotgun,
Ew.
and it landed in the back, just like
my
you shot
God.
meaty pudding out the last time with the other mutant, and
gonna
splattered against the wall.
Gag a little bit.
Okay, and with that, combat is you like look around, You listen. There is just the hum, just this like hum of power around you. Also coming from the cabling. Yeah. And the cables go through one other door at the end of the chamber that is also closed.
Well, Netra, do your thing.
Whoa.
Let's find out what's on the other side.
Before we go through this door, can you techie people check these like this exoskeleton to see if it's good or not? Maybe.
You look at the exoskeleton; it looks ruined, but perhaps Tink would, with a lot of time and preparation, be able to make something out of it.
Then you wouldn't be so feeble and old. You'd have an exoskeleton.
Yeah, you should. When we backtrack, you should take that with you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm down to salvage this bad boy.
Be more spry than ever.
I would like to basically look at the electric sensors and peek through the door to see where this cable leads to.
Okay.
I'm not gonna open the door all the way.
As you peek through, you see one last room, and the temperature is actually cold. Not one last room. One last corridor before you see light, like a purple light.
Cascading.
It's like a dull light on the other side, but this corridor, it seems chilled. There are a few sort of like portholes on the side and one other one other bulkhead in the middle, similar to the one that you saw in the first corridor on the second floor. So there's a bulkhead to your left and the purple sort of seam opening right in front of you, and you just feel this cold, chill air.
Afterglow kind of thing?
Like a nightlight, something like that. It is pulsing a little bit, like fading in and out.
Purple, you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't think we should cut this wire, at least not yet. But maybe be prepared to cut it.
I'll go over there and instead of taking my hand blade, I'll just like put the Goku katana, the go katana,
Go-katana.
the go katana on the cable and just like lean against it, like I'm doing rough, but I'm ready to activate it to sever the cable when ready.
Then I'll
So-
help open the door.
Okay, so you all are approaching the threshold of the next chilled chamber.
Yes.
Corridor. Okay. And you are opening it.
Yes, carefully.
Okay.
Wait. Guys. Call me crazy. But this has been pretty rough. Is it possible that we call reinforcements?
Infini? Can we call anyone from our group?
I mean, we sent our best warriors with,
But Harley's here.
I was about to say her check.
What is Harley doing?
Winslow.
Oh, like Winslow.
We sent all of our best warriors with Winslow.
Well, that was very silly of you.
Your mother would be shoulder to shoulder with us right now, but she's... Sorry, mother, she's missing a leg.
What about Light Rider? He seemed to want to be a vanguard for a bit.
Yeah, well, now he wants to be Light Rider again, thanks.
Fair enough.
We could scrounge up some people, but
What about the
I have a
sweep?
feeling that our hall is right beyond here. I don't hear any more scurrying than we did before.
That's an ominous light, though, Dad.
Yeah,
Ominous
you
light.
know
You
what?
got your
Gotta trust
end
your
of the
gut.
blade.
So,
Alright,
You
I got-
first, Infini.
Yes, sir.
something,
We'll follow
someone tells me-
behind your confidence and shield.
I owe you that much.
As
And then-
you
and then
open the
Harley.
door, he walks. Is anybody following, or just waiting for him to go through the chamber?
I'm gonna wait for him to go through first.
I'll follow.
Okay. So Infini and Tink sort of walk into the chamber, and step by step, you feel this chill around you, getting colder and colder as you get closer to the last door, and you hear over a speakerphone right above this door. You hear open airlocks, and the doors around you and the portholes just like slide open, and like Infini flinches for a second, and you just hear, "You're not up there anymore, dear." Oh, silly me, old protocols die hard. And you just look out, and it's you're looking into, again, that sort of like layered plating that you saw in the shaft before. There's literally no effect. And as you get to the other side, Infini's like, "What in the hell?" He starts to sort of like put one arm in one door, on one side of the door, and just sort of like use his articulating sort of armor arm to slide the door in front of him open, revealing what looks to be this like spherical chamber. Cabling, just like filled with cabling on the sides. There are two large black spheres, like touching each other in the center. Around these spheres is rotating this purple light, almost in unison. These spheres reach maybe 6 feet high. That's how large they are.
Damn.
Big spheres.
Some of these cables lead into the spheres, and around around the shape of the spheres. Don't think about balls, you bastards. You fucking dirty,
Well, where are the
dirty
cables
cunts.
going?
Do they lead to a shaft?
The cables, jeez, no.
How big is the shop?
Also around the surface of these spheres, there are cables that are leading from the cables that are like arcing all around the walls, and then there are other cables that lead into what seem to be two dead robotic forms. Both look like simple ancient maintenance bots. One is blue, sort of has like blue, sort of definitely faded coloring. The other has red, faded coloring. And they're holding hands, you notice, as the cables that are on the ground are also leading into this chamber and into both spheres.
Picturing lone echo robots.
That's a good robot to picture. And you hear, well, now that you've euthanized all of our babies, what will you do with us? And that's where we'll pick up next time on Sasapunk.
Same thing we did to them.
Murder.
Thank you guys for joining, everybody, most of the world, of course. Tonight, spending your Thursday night with us. And remember, tomorrow we will be streaming Acheron from 7 to 10, same time, Pacific Standard Time. What were some other announcements? I thought there was something else.
Probably a giveaway soon.
We will be announcing a giveaway soon, next week. That's a promise, which will force me to actually go through getting the giveaway and everything like that. Frantic. You need to accept my Steam friend request so I can send you the goods. Even though he's not on anymore. Maybe you'll watch this later. But anyway, sorry, rambling now. Again, thank you for joining us, guys. If you do like what you've seen here, if you like spending time with us, we would love for you to share this across the globe, across the world, across the universe, so we can make one giant intergalactic awesome community and family. And as always, until fate next brings us together, never stop playing
role-playing games.
That was
You're
the
so
lamest.
late. Can we
You
do
guys
this
suck.
again?
Yeah, what was that about? Where was the energy?
I was ready. He was behind by like 3 seconds.
I rolled low.
Everybody
okay?
get hyped
I
for
quit
a
playing
second.
D&D forever.
Hype,
Every
hype,
other
hype.
role-playing
This is
game.
Cyberpunk, so
Ready?
you're stuck.
As always, Sasapunks until fate next brings us together.
And never
And
stop
never
playing
stop playing
role-playing
games.
You know,
Whee!
unless you have work to do, then
You did it.